Okay, let's not mess around today because it's cold in this office as I've not been working here. Today is day 6 of my December scent of the day fragment calendar, where every day for the month of December I share my scent of the day, and it's going to be a different fragrance every single day. Today's fragrance is this. This is the best fragrance from the house of Zara, in my opinion, genuinely. And I think it's one of the best value fragrances you can get, and I'm not bullshitting on that. I nearly said no cap, but I'm far too old to say that. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous fragrance. Zara for Him Red Edition. It's inspired, or certainly got the DNA of Baccarat Rouge 540, but don't switch off just yet, because this is genuinely the best version of BR 540 that I've ever smelled. I'm not a huge fan of that DNA in general. I've smelled both versions of the original, I think there's 2, and lots of different clones, and I'm not a huge fan. I find it a bit sickly sweet. There's a sort of biscuity kind of vibe to it that I just find can get a bit cloying and a bit much. It just gets a bit overwhelming. Where this version, I was so pleasantly surprised. It's really well balanced. It's sweet, but it's not too sweet. It's a nice level of sweetness. It's not sickly sweet, and there's none of that sort of biscuity vibe that gets a bit cloying or overwhelming. It's just really well balanced, and it's a little bit fresher than the original. There's a mandarin note at the top, which is not overly prominent, but I think it just helps lift the fragrance a little bit. It just gives it a slightly sort of lighter, fresher vibe. And as I say, it's got a nice balanced level of sweetness. There's Evernyl in the base, which is a synthetic, which I looked up and supposedly mimics the scent of oak moss. It's a really, really good version of BR 540, so I urge you to try it, and it's not much money. And obviously, being Zara, you can go into the store and try it without having to buy. Obviously, I paid for this with my own money. You know, I'm not shilling for Zara. Good Lord, no. So yeah, definitely worth trying it. So I'm not gonna go heavy on the trigger because this actually performs really quite well as well, which is surprising. It does last, and it's quite strong. So I'm probably, and my son's not feeling 100%, and we're only chilling around the house today. So I'm only gonna do a couple of sprays, to be honest, because I don't want to annoy my family. I don't want them moaning that my fragrance is really strong. So I'm just going to do one on the side and one on the back, just for luck. Yeah, that's it. Great, great fragrance from the house of Zara. As I say, this is my favorite from the house. Tell me, what is yours? What is your favorite from the house of Zara? Is there any more I should try? Because the best thing about that house, as I mentioned earlier, is you can go in store and try before you buy, which is great. Yeah, definitely worth checking out Zara for Him Red Edition if you haven't already.